yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Room here to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 37 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is Ingram on first and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flushed out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Down to the 25. Seven, 7, our score after one. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Set the tone, defense.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first down, it's Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's crashing.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Check it back. Check it back.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Check 48 to Mike. Coming this way. Here we go. Yellow.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes firing complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Mahomes to throw once more. It's Hill, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Yellow. I'm on 80. Let's go. Here we go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watch the slack. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 52. Jump. Check.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson flush to his right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check three.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I am the GOAT.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Yeah, McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it, baby. At the 46-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead. That could be, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
48 month, 48 month. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Easy.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 14-yard line. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is caught by Robinson. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check. Echo. Check. Crunch.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Jackson now. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the final seconds tick away. Strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way.